with Noah! What's up, guys? Love Marie's waffle work. It's very twat positive. I think tic-tac-toe started off as a treasure map for Waffle Pirates. Dumb, I know. I had to stop playing tic-tac-toe because I got tired of X's crossing the line. The algorithm this morning told me that I'm the problem. Oh, Marie was talking about Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candle. I had to test it out, so I bought it. Gwyneth Paltrow's candle smells just like free drinks and getting out of speeding tickets. I don't got that white lady privilege. I'm jungle blood Asian, so what happened was I almost didn't make it here today. All that fucking traffic and shit. No, I actually got pulled over. On the way over here, this grizzled, white-haired cop, this mean, like, scarred, been-through-shit-looking guy. Aggressive as fuck, you know what I mean? Like, leans hard into my window, his hands on his hip. That makes me nervous right away. And he's like, son! A lot of guys call me that. White guys. Son! You know why I pulled you over? Because I'm Noah Wynn. You're a Vietnam vet, and you gotta catch them all? Because Marines always finish the mission? Turns out, don't laugh at the cop. Also, when people, like comedians especially, when other comedians hear my laugh, they always assume that I qualify for disability. When civilians hear my act, they always assume I should probably switch to karaoke. They always specify mime karaoke. You know, one time I got booked to do stand-up for this banquet of mimes. I thought this is going to be a good spot. 20 seconds in, the mimes turn to each other and they're like, yeah, so like I was saying. Fucking last week, a comedian up on stage said, shout out your love language. So I said, manipulation. But I was raised by a tiger mom, so my real love language is cold distance. I never suspected I had any degree of autism until I went poly and everything went full around and I realized I have a type and you are what you eat. It's a wonder that I managed to date women at all. I say the dumbest shit to women, like for real. Like last year I had a date with a wine connoisseur, a sommelier. I burned out in 30 seconds. I sat down and I just asked her, hey, how long do you age Mad Dog 2020 for? It actually happened. This also, 9 months ago, I was in a bar, I was trying to pick this woman up, and I thought I was being funny, right? It was going really good, but like 45 minutes into it, she told me she was retired, but she was a coroner who was cross-training a roadside examination. Yeah, so my heart skips a beat, because I got a thing for brilliant women. That's literally the only kind to go for. And she's a coroner cross-training roadside. So the only thing I think to say to her was, holy fuck, your entire career was literally a case of mind over splatter. Last thing she gave me, and I totally bombed with her. I think erectile dysfunction is the original lazy eye. I think it's a little bit fucked up though that like men who have erectile dysfunction are allowed to make laws. It just seems like a gross oversight, you know? I'm just, not just for the obvious reasons. I mean, you know, like Syria, Yemen, Cambodia, Laos, Afghanistan, but like other less obvious reasons. Like that's probably the reason that my insurance calls Viagra late night Pez. The ultimate after dinner mint. My insurance says that condoms are regret-soaked raincoat. But I asked around, none of the women in my life are able to deduct the tampon tax on their W-4. And so I was like, I want to support them and help them, so I'm upcycling used tampon string as dental floss for vampires. Don't throw it, it's easier than voting, I'm not doing that shit. Like that. I had to stop taking venture capital calls, though, from all my vampire friends. Too many fly-by-night ideas. This act only gets nerdier from here, guys. I'm so nerdy, I pop bra straps with a protractor. I'm so nerdy. My safe word is abacus. One time I had a date with a witchy girl, like a Wiccan girl. She read my tarot. The tarot cards just said, dude, you need to go to therapy. So one time I tried that, went to therapy, the doctor said, dude, you need to just trust the cards. So I tried that, but like I'm too Gen X. Like, I can't do antidepressants, I'm Gen X, I'm pro-depressant. So I hang out with all comedians. I really do actually have clinical depression, by the way. I know it's not obvious. Everyone's like, dude, he hides it so well behind his dark jokes. But like the thing is, I'm so Seattle that at the height of my depression, I once wrote the note, "You're so vain. I bet you think this suicide note is about you. Don't you? Don't you?" I just got a ghost on all my friends. So you guys can look this up later. A CRISPR scientist had engineered a mouse with a human ear growing out of it for transplant. Yeah, for real. Now don't look up this part, because I just made it up. But not to be outdone, PETA scientists decided to be more humane for them to bioengineer produce with human appendages growing out of it, right? 10 out of 10 scientists looked at the PETA project and said, "Get the fuck out of here, you guys are idiots." With the exception, of course, of Nancy Sinatra, who looked at the produce with appendages project and said, "I believe in this. These fruits are made for walking." I just got the light. If you're ever afraid to break up with a woman, don't ghost her. Just call her buddy in bed.
You guys want to know. Coming to the stage next is Helen Mitchell.